Hi everyone, this is Lina. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you're next aware when I upload a video, which tends to be on the Wednesday and Thursday, but unfortunately this week I've been rather busy, so I'm uploading today on a Friday. So here I'm just pouring some boiling hot water into 3 separate bowls, and I'm just going to dissolve some pastel colours in there that children use for painting. Here I'm using a green, and then I will be using a yellow. It looks a little bit orange here, but it's actually a yellow, the next colour that I'm going to pour into, place into the hot water. And I'm also going to be using a sort of bluey aqua colour. So I'm just choosing my colours here, and I'm just going to stir them around until some of them dissolve. You don't need to dissolve the whole colour. Just leave it in there for a few minutes until you get the colour that you want. I should have left the yellow a little bit longer, but it's fine. It turned out fine in the end. I've just jumped in quickly just to let you know that you don't have to use these colours. You can use any colours that you have to match your decor. You can use reds, pinks, greys. You can even use herbal fruit teas or coffee to dye your coffee filters. So just be imaginative and see what matches your home decor. So once you're happy with the shade of your water here, the coloured water, I'm just going to leave this blue one to one side because I'm not going to be using this one just yet. I'll actually dye my coffee filters, and the last, say, 20 of them, I'm going to mix that into the yellow and to the green water to make it a little bit more darker green as well. So you've got 3 shades of colours, so that's what I will be doing with this last colour. So once you're happy with your shades of colour, let the hot water cool down, and then we're going to dip our coffee filters in there. Wherever you are in the world, there'll probably be different shapes and sizes and colours, so we're just going to use these white ones, and you can split them open, but we'll do that once they're dried out after dyeing our filters. So what I'm doing here is just dipping my coffee filters into the different coloured water and squeezing out all the excess water and leaving them to one side that we can hang them out to dry in the sun. So this coloured water here, which is the blue, the rest of the yellow and the green, I poured it into this blue to create another shade of colour, another darker green, so that way I will have 3 variations of colour and my dye water doesn't go to waste. So here I've turned the sound down so you can hear the birds singing in the background. It's so cute. I really like it. And here you can see the coffee filters drying out. So as you can see, I've hung them all to dry, and you can see the yellows and the greens and the slightly lighter ones and darker ones, variations of my colour mix. So while we leave our filters to dry, I'm just going to use these long matches, and I'm just going to paint them in a chalk colour paint in a beige colour, and that will be like the middle part of our rose. So the next step is to grab all our coffee filters and scrunch them all up, and you want to then unravel them, split them open so that you've got one long complete piece, and then you're going to grab your matchstick, and we're just going to roll it loosely, just keep it tight at the bottom and going in a round pattern and just pinching the bottom and just keep rolling them. And then you're going to use, this is the first one is the yellow one, and then the second one will be the light green. You might add 3 or 4 depending on the type of arrangement that you're going to create, and you don't want it too tight on the top, you want it quite loose, but keep pinching the bottom. If you find it a little bit of struggle, you can use a little bit of white glue to keep everything in place at the bottom if you're struggling, or you can just squeeze everything together and that should keep it all in place. Just bearing in mind to leave the top as loose as possible because you don't want your rose to be too tight. So once you've completed a rose, you're going to get yourself a long thin barbecue skewer, and you're just going to roll outwards some of the filters, especially the ones on the very last ones that you use, and maybe a few in the middle, just to give a little bit of realism to the rose itself. So your roses should look like this with the little matchstick in the center, and we'll leave them to one side because now we're going to create a little logo for the front of our wooden box or crate. You can do this to various projects that you have. If you don't have a Cricut machine, what I did, I went on the internet and printed out some words, and I'm just shading the back with a charcoal pencil, and put as much as you can on the back. Don't be shy to use this, just really put as much of that color on the back, and then you're going to place that in the center of your box or your project that you're doing, and we're just going to use some tape to secure that in place so that it doesn't move, because then we're going to get a pen and we're just going to start rubbing into our letters to make sure they come out on the other side, so that prints it nice and even.
Keep it softly spoken, with no strings tying you to me. I'm happy in your company with no emotion, 'cause my love deserves to be free. I never wanna look at a house in the garden. I never.
So now and again, just lift up the paper to see if your rubbing has come out. This is why you need to use a lot of the charcoal pencil on the back, and that way your print will come out a lot better. And just keep checking. First check the left side of the paper, and then take that back down and put your hand on the paper, and then lift the right hand side, and just making sure that everything has printed onto your project.
I never wanna play happy families with you, but I like having you around. I'm fully aware this is a flash in the pan, but we can still have fun for now. Stop paying so much attention, and when you're moving in another direction, don't worry, I get it. I meant what I said when I said it, lady. I never wanna look at a house in the garden. I never wanna lock you down.
So once you've completed rubbing all the letters through, it should look like this. It's good enough that you can see to go over it now with a black marker pen or a white chalk pen. It's entirely up to you, or you can use reds or blue, any color that you have to hand. That's permanent if you like, because then you're going to varnish the box if you want to, or you can just leave it as is. So now I'm going to go in with the fine black marker pen to make sure that you can see the writing that we've just done.
When you stop paying so much attention, and when you're moving in another direction, don't worry, I get it. I meant what I said when I said it, lady. I never wanna look at a house in the garden. I never wanna lock you down. I know you're not mine, it's just my turn, but we can still have fun for now. No, I never wanna play happy families with you, but
so once completed, this is how it should look. It's more bold, you can see it very clearly, and that's just another way of completing a beautiful work if you haven't got a Cricut machine to print out your words onto vinyl. And so this is a cheaper way of doing it. It takes more time, but it's well worth it in the end, and it's quite a lot of fun to do. And here I've just mask taped the box into grids like this, because that's where we're going to poke our flowers through, our little roses, and that will keep them upright. And you won't see it once you cover the whole box with your roses.
I will see you soon. If I can lay down beside you, I would, I would, I would, I would. We talk on the phone every night. Love to hear your voice. Not sleeping well, and I know that you're right, but you should know.
So you can completely cover the box with all your roses, and for an additional touch, what you can do is blend in some other flowers to them in various colors, some greenery that will really make your rose coffee filter roses pop out in color. As you can see, I've blended it with some other fake flowers and greenery, and this will just make it really stand out. Or you can just leave the coffee filters with just a little bit of greenery. It's entirely up to you. Just play around with it, be creative, and enjoy. I hope you like this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, leave some comments below because I always like to hear your thoughts on this. And don't forget to watch my tutorial for another craft at either Wednesday or Thursday. And unlike today, which was a Friday, it's a little bit late, which is very rare. It's normally Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon, hopefully next Wednesday or Thursday, for another easy craft on Lina's Home Creation. Thanks for watching. Bye.
When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you're safe and that I will see you soon. If I can lay down beside you, I would, I would, I would, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you're safe and that I will see you soon. If I can lay down beside you, I would, I would, I would, I would. There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not